I'm Painterdude. And if you don't recognize me, I'm basically just a small painter on here on YouTube that shows you how I paint with oils and acrylics. Usually oils now since I've started oils. So I'd like to invite you to stay and watch me paint for a while, and hopefully you enjoy the video. I'm going to run the colors I'm using across the screen. I'm going from starting with the titanium white and going around to the phthalo blue, midnight black, and so on. Let's just have fun. Now, today I have a black canvas. So you can see I coated with black gesso. And then on top of that I put liquid clear and then transparent colors such as a mixture of phthalo blue and midnight black up here, and then Van Dyke brown with the phthalo blue down here. I think I'm going to have a little crazy sky. We're just going to have fun today. I'm just going to load my fan brush with titanium white. Let's just let it twirl, spin, have all kinds of fun. This kind of sky reminds me how it looks at my grandpa's house now sometimes. Even at the old house, he's moved. But this is where you can have all kinds. Just scrub it in, scrub it. Just have fun with it. That's all it's about, is having fun. Now I'm going to take a clean dry 2-inch brush and just start softly blending that out. This is going to make it look like a crazy amount of clouds. Because of the liquid clear, this blends real nicely. Be sure it's clean and dry though. You don't want the odorless paint thinner to mix with this. Alrighty. Now I'm going to take a 1-inch brush and go into some sap green and some midnight black and maybe a little blue. I'm going to put some background trees here. I'm just tapping it in. Grabbing some. I want a bluish green tint to this. I'm gonna have to fix my easel. Apologize if you can actually hear that. Hope it's less annoying to you hearing it on camera as it is to me hearing it right in front of me. Which, why not? Some background trees here too. Alrighty, it's time to introduce a new cast member to my brush crew. This is the half-size round Bob Ross round brush. Said that backwards. And take some sap green and just a little bit of that, and tap it in, and tap in slight highlights, but not much. Probably won't even show up on camera. Maybe I'll take just a little bit of cad yellow and tap that in. To me at night, trees look kind of bluish greenish. Thanks to the highlights that stand out, it'll look like tons of distant trees back here. Alrighty. Kind of like this. Maybe. There lives a little cabin. I'm going to scrape a basic shape. Cabins haven't worked well here for me in the past, but the only way to get better at something is to practice. Y'all probably can't even see that, but I actually changed my mind. Before I put the cabin in, I should put some grass in here. I'm going to take a 2-inch brush, I'm going to tap it in. Maybe, yeah, just a tiny touch of the cad yellow. That looks better, wouldn't you say? No, we're not done yet. This will get darker as it comes out here. You can just tap in some more and add it in. This gives the illusion of depth and distance, and I like paintings with good amount of depth in them. Okay, I'd say that's good enough. So now I'm going to scrape out my basic shape. Y'all can probably see it better now. I scrape the paint to, well, A, scrape off excess paint, and to B, figure out a basic shape. So I'm going to pull my Van Dyke Brown out here flat and just get a little roll. Here's one part of it. There's the wall. And I'm going to come down here. And we're just blocking in color. You can still fix this. You can scrape off all this brown paint and put the grass part back in. And maybe like that. I wanted to scrape that part off. Now I'm going to take just a little bit of white, some of this brown, and I'm going to mix it together lightly to get sort of a wood grain color. Maybe just a light touch of blue with that. And I still want this to be quite dark, so maybe a little, I'm going to move that here and add just a touch of black here to that. Maybe just add some brown and maybe a touch of that highlight color there. Alright. Now, like putting snow on a mountain, I'm going to just barely touch this. This will give the appearance of old wood. Right. Now I want that side even darker, so I'm going to take just a bit of black. Alright. Cut off a tiny little roll of paint there. And it's okay if it didn't change much. I'd say that guy needs a roof, wouldn't you say? Hate for it to rain with no roof. So I'm gonna... Ooh. There's one part of it. Oops. Yeah, touch a highlight on there, it's okay. There we go. Now I got a roof. Now I'm going to take a little bit, put just a slight indication right there. Right. And go back and put some of that highlight color back in. Don't worry about this bottom. I'll show you how you can fix that later. Now, you don't have to, but if you want to put some indications of just a little bit of shingles, you can take some black. Get a little roll. Just sort of let it bounce. No pressure. So you can pick up a little bit of paint. And you can use the little knife in here to dig into the areas where the big knife can't reach. Maybe there's a touch of highlight. Just a little touch of highlight right here. Edge of the roof. Really make them sparkle. Scrape in some lines here just to make the indication of boards. Now this is what Bob would call a cabinectomy. Right here, and now I'm gonna get in the dimension right. Okay. So let me fix a little bit of this here roof. Yeah. I'm going to tap in some more of that grass and just careful doing this part. You don't want to. Oh, almost forgot. I'm going to give that guy a door. Can't get in without a door. Yeah. Now he's good. Take some satin green and tap a little of that blue and a little bit of the cat yellow. Certainly an easy one. You know what? I think I want a path. I think because there's Van Dyke Brown right there, I can take. Whoop, gotta clean my fan brush. Don't try not to beat the devil out of your fan brush if you can. I just do it to speed the process up, but it's always better to just wipe it off on a paper towel. You know what? The better thing to do would be to lay some more brown in. Since the Van Dyke Brown's already there, I don't have to worry about it. Take some white and really make this path sparkle. Looks more like a water stream, doesn't it? That's okay. This path Goes a little bit into that grass area. If you don't like this path, don't worry, I'll show you how you can fix it. Add some bushes and trees here. Going to some black and dark brown. Maybe there's a couple. No, why not? A monster tree here. Looks like you could use a little green. Said big tree, I wasn't kidding, huh? Maybe there's a couple bushes here. Just want to touch some grass here a little bit. Set the path in a little, you know. I like this. This looks like a peaceful, hilly area to live in. Go back to my fan brush and just touch some areas up a little bit. I think I'm going to really take some sap green and touch into the cad yellow here. Maybe just a drop of paint thinner. A thin paint will stick to a thick paint. I think that was too thin. Just tapping it in. Ooh. One before I forget, I think this guy could use a tree trunk. So I'm going to take some midnight black. Just make some trunk indications. Maybe a little bit of a trunk there. Mighty big trunk. Right? I'm going to tap it in. It's okay if only parts of the trunk show through. Letting it darker as it heads to the bottom. Got a hair stuck on my brush. That's okay. These are natural bristle brushes. Natural bristle tends to work better than, you know, say like polyester or something like that. And you can use this round brush to make things like clouds too. Maybe there's a little bush here. here and here. And why not? Some bushes there. Now I'm going to take some more cad yellow, green. I'm going to, ooh, a little bright. This is a simple painting, but effective, if you know what I mean. Alright, I think all that's left to do is to take my little script liner brush, go into some paint thinner, into some brown, and add the indication of some trunks here and there. Maybe even back there. You probably may not see this on camera, and I apologize if you can't. Just here and there, some little indications. And you want this to be thin as ink when you do this. You might see it's literally running on my palette. And if one gets too high, you can just cover it up with the round brush. Or 1-inch brush, whatever brush you're using. Doing these seem to kind of fade into the foliage, which is kind of what I'm looking for. You really want to make the twig stand out, you could add a touch of white with it. And I'd say that's good enough for me. So I'm going to get a touch of red out on my palette. I use all sorts of oil paints. This was a present. So just like putting twigs on trees, you want to get your paint as thin as you can. Thin as ink. Not necessarily like water, because then it really won't stick. But if it's thin enough, it'll flow. Alright, just twirl it. I'm going to sign this guy right here. I mean, I mentioned this is the second series of Painterdude. Painterdude. I should have probably came up with a better name for a show than that, but it's okay. Still not good at signing my name. I like to do first initial, last name, but you can do whatever. Symbol, just initials, whole name, just first name, last name. It's very individual and it's completely up to you. Just like painting. So, thank you very much for watching this video. Like if you like the video, subscribe if you want to see more painting videos, and I hope to see you next time. Happy painting. Bye-bye.